Is this the seabed? Can't breathe. Just kidding. I'm totally fine. Patty here. Good to see ya.
Hello, Tia here. Patty's such a pain. Let's just ignore her, okay? No one here but you and me.
Hey, don't be like that. The more you ignore me, the more I'll bounce off the walls.
So you admit that you're acting hyper. Okay then, go ahead and tell us all where we are, Patty.
You got it. We're in Wilpol's Underground, better known as the seabed. But, as you might have noticed, there's no water.
It was probably originally a seabed, or at least underwater. But now it's a dry cavern, which is why we're not drowning. It's said that people have seen strange facilities down here, some of which are currently under investigation.
Thing is, not one bit of info from those investigations has been made public. Even though we are able to talk with the locals here, we haven't heard a peep about anything going on at these facilities. How suspicious.
Either this isn't the right time to announce it, or they never intended on going public with their results. That's not all that suspicious. Or it wouldn't be if the facilities around here weren't suddenly being destroyed. No one knows who's behind it or what their goal is.
Thanks to all that destruction, the violent enemies here have gotten even more violent and started attacking people. It's the worst! You better be careful not to get so focused on your investigation that you wind up blindsided by one of those bad boys.
I'm used to being kept waiting, but this is just getting ridiculous. He said he'd definitely come back, but he could have set himself a time limit. I wonder what he'd say if he could see me now. Not anything nice, that's for sure. He'd be like, "Why are you trying to be a class that doesn't suit ya?" Well, I guess turnabout's fair play. We've been together for so long, I thought maybe being apart for a little while would do us some good, but... Seriously, where did you go? Why haven't you come back yet? I miss you. What? Were you just listening to me? Of course not! You didn't hear a thing, right? So yeah, I was just saying, I need to give this whole ARCS thing my all, you know? Oh, that's right. I've got some exploring to do. Will you help me get through this area? You will, right? Okay, cool, great! Anyway, try to keep up!
Could you keep my whole situation a secret from Echo?
Well, I guess we're both in the same boat now. Let's see what we can do. We've just got one goal this time around. We need to find out what Luther was up to on this planet. If we head out far enough, we should find some leftover research facilities and equipment. Let's get to them while the trail is hot. We've been stomping around for a bit now. Is this the right way? That stupid Shao. If he can't contact us, then he should have at least given us clear directions.
Huh? Oh, it's you! How's it going? Look at that! New day, new lady. You're a slippery one, eh? What? The path farther in? That's way far that away. Don't go there much, but I can point you there. Perk of being Wopal born and raised. Catch you later then.
What just happened? Was that a local? Why could we understand him? You could communicate since the start? So these creatures don't need any translation, even though the planet was unexplored? That's some kind of... No, this isn't natural. They must have been created or altered by some sort of Ark's interference. And the only one within Arcs who's capable of doing that is him. We don't need Xiao to confirm it for us. Luther was definitely doing something on this planet. Seems like this was the location of one of Luther's facilities. Some sort of test site or something. He probably messed with stuff until he got bored, then just abandoned the place. It makes me want to puke. But his short attention span means we've got a trail of clues. Guess that's a silver lining. Sorry, just give me a second. I'm sending the data to Xiao. It would have been nice if he just came here himself, but I guess that was impossible. Don't ask me why. I've got no clue either. Sometimes the stuff he says is so abstract, I can't understand a word of it. Well, he's easier to understand than Xion at least. Or so he claims. Though I suppose if Xion was easy to understand, then that'd create its own share of problems. Xiao's mentioned that before, actually. Xion is deliberately incomprehensible. Though I suppose if I had Luther trying to analyze my every word, I'd be vague and mysterious too. Basically, Xion's looking for help while their eavesdropper is in the room. They can't just come out and say stuff plainly. Doesn't help that the one who's got a connection to Xion right now seems to be especially bad at communication. Well, what do I care? This place is different from the others. He didn't even bother to hide the fact that he was researching something here. Did he make that thing? Or did he just set it down there? Either way, it's got his grubby fingerprints all over it. It's not complete, but there's still some data left over. I'll take that, thanks. Mixed records on fall spawn and the locals here. So they've been fused. That would explain the readings, but there's gotta be something more here. No way. Breaking down the water's composition? Synthesizing with the planet? Was he messing with the planet itself? What the hell was he thinking? Sorry. I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this. All I know for sure is, whatever Luther was up to, it's way bigger than I ever imagined. Let's head back. If Xiao gets a look at this data, we should be able to learn more. take it down! What are we doing hiding back here? That enemy's not getting back up.
This one's been defeated as well. It appears we're not the first ones here. Forgive me, Theodore. I thought this would be an ideal way to test your abilities.
Doesn't bother me. Now then, should I do the thing here, too?
Please, by all means. Splendid! I can't imagine the slightest amount of data will remain after all that.
If you'd like, I could blow up the entire place.
No need to go that far. To be quite honest, destroying this place was never a necessity. No matter what they learn, no matter how they play detective, Arx is powerless to stop me. They are but dancers in the palm of my hand. Still, denying such fragile things the opportunity to dance would be true cruelty, don't you think? I've already collected all the data I need. There's a curious joy in watching them struggle against the inevitable.
I don't really understand.
You will in time, I guarantee you. Now, let us be on our way.
That was way too close! Think we're in the palm of your hand, do you? Let's see if you're still smiling when we take you down. Still, one thing kinda bugs me. That Arx operative Luther had with him? That wasn't Clyez. So who was it? That's one more enemy standing in our way. But worse than that, Luther's just gonna use him and toss him aside as soon as he's done. I can't let that happen again. Not to anyone else. There are enough people like us already. Sorry. Forget I said anything. I wonder if there's some sort of way to save him from Luther's clutches.
Oh, you're here too, huh? Yeah, I wanted to see Xian myself. But they're acting a little strange. It's like they're troubled or pained.
I sometimes wonder if it would have been better to do nothing. To let time flow the way it was meant to flow. For what purpose do we prolong your and her suffering? Perhaps turning back time to that original chance encounter and making it so that it never happened would be the best solution. We have seen, we have judged that solution to be folly. And yet, I cannot help but wonder. Perhaps if none of this happened, everyone could live happily, unclouded by this fear.
That's not true. Because I wouldn't have been saved if you hadn't interfered. I never would have met the person most important to me. I'm grateful. I'm so glad that you brought the two of us together. I'm sure a lot of painful and difficult stuff happened to make that possible, but I'll always be grateful. And that's why I don't want you to be worried. I'm sure the path you've chosen will lead to happiness for everyone.
Thank you.
You want to know about the victims from when the Fall Spawn attacked Themis? Which battle was that?
That was when the Fall Spawn assaulted us. Even Regius made an appearance in that fight.
Oh, that! That, huh? You've got a nose for a scoop, don't ya? Some Newman guy asked us about the exact same thing just the other day. Too bad, though. Sorry. There are some things even Tia and I can't do.
To translate Patty's purposefully obtuse comments, Theodore was after the same information. But I have to apologize. As Patty said, that's one piece of information we can't give you.
Normally, that info wouldn't be that hard to get a hold of, but we ran into a little problem. The list of the victims of the attack is being held under lock and key. No one can access it. A normal investigation has no hope of turning up anything. Why all the secrecy? It's so weird.
We did manage to get a report on the fatalities, but that's not quite what you're after, is it?
Don't give up, though. If you can't get it digitally, you just gotta go around asking the old-fashioned way.
That is certainly one idea, but have you ever actually gotten any info that way, Patty?
Nope!
Thought so.
So you've noticed, have you? I've been waiting for you to consciously try to change history. If you've come here, then you must already know who I am. That's right. I'm Xiao. Sorry about this body. I borrowed your auxiliary without asking. I'm sure this isn't the voice you chose for it, but please bear with me for a little while. Sarah and Maria are also here in this time sequence. I'll be in charge of directing you. Now please, keep pressing on. All I can do is guide you. You alone are capable of cutting open the path. Sorry, I'll have to borrow your body for a little bit longer. I'm directly hacking into your auxiliary through Xion. So honestly, this is all sort of risky. If Luther or someone were to search the logs, they might notice something weird going on. Still, right now, the potential rewards outweigh the risks. Many went missing in this attack, but that doesn't mean they were all done in by Fallspawn. The Fallspawn just make a convenient scapegoat. Come on, let's keep moving. It's only a little further.
Emergency! Code! Distraction!
Why? What's going on? Does no one hear my distress signal? Why isn't anyone responding? Where's the rescue team? Theo, save me! You're not Theo? Huh? I know you! You're that Arksop I saw in the city! Thank you so much! I was providing backup support when all of a sudden, Fallspawn attacked and I was shot down. I sent out a distress signal, but no one responded. I was so scared. I mean, this is a battlefield, after all. Wait, this isn't the time to be chatting. I need to get back and return to my mission.
You can't. You mustn't go back.
Huh? But why?
Because you're already dead. Just check the database. You've been listed as KIA and deregistered.
Why would they?
At this point in time, I'm not sure. But I think you might have some idea. Think, what exactly is so inconvenient about having her alive? Whoever did this was willing to block the distress signal and falsify the database. Returning would only put you in more danger. At best, you'd be turned into a guinea pig and killed in the end anyway.
Then, what should I do?
Joining ARCS was a lifelong dream of mine, but now...
They could discover that she's alive at any moment. We have to keep moving. Hopefully we can meet up with Sarah and Maria soon. The problem is... What can you expect, really? Even I understand how much of a shock this must be to her.
No more! That's it! No more negative thoughts! It's not like me to be so down in the dumps. I mean, you saved my life and all, so I've got to be happy about that. Isn't that right?
What? Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, this is all ARC's fault. I suspected they were up to some dirty stuff behind the scenes. Though I never thought my life would be at risk. Thanks for the heads up.
Of course. You're welcome. That's all well and good, but... Are you sure you're not in shock?
I mean, getting stabbed in the back like that was certainly shocking, but crying about it's not gonna change anything, is it? So instead of collapsing into a sobbing mess, I might as well find something else to focus on. I was so excited about finally joining ARCS, but it's hardly as I imagined. That's it! We'll just have to remake ARCS into the noble organization we want it to be. Xiao, I'm here! Whoa! Did you seriously hack into an auxiliary?
You really figured that out fast. Oh, Sarah, people are just so amazing.
What? What's his deal?
Come on, Ulku. come with Sarah and me. This isn't where you belong. We're going to make your wish come true. We'll make Arx what everyone expects it to be.
That's not terribly convincing, coming from a tiny auxiliary. Still, it's not like I have any better options. And trying to make my dream come true sounds very me anyway.
We've successfully revised history. I'd say it's about time for you to be heading back. Leave this one to Sarah and I. We won't let anything bad happen to her.
Wait! Thank you for everything, really!
Let me tell you a tale of a time long past. A tale of a foolish entity and of a foolish person. It all began when the entity, a being possessed of boundless knowledge, met the person, a being possessed of boundless fascination. The entity gave the person knowledge and wisdom as the person desired. This was trivial information to the entity, but to the person, it became the foundation of their very evolution. The person ignited the entity's curiosity. Though the entity was all-knowing, it could not understand the person's heart, and so it was captivated. Thus did the entity and the person come to live side by side. They each gave what the other desired, and lived in prosperity for ages upon ages. The person was avaricious, yet indolent. They put forth every effort for the sake of comfort and ease. They used every ounce of knowledge. The entity was entertained by this unique course of action, but in its amusement, it made a grave error. Though the entity knew that the fruits of such indolence would bring forth destruction, it did not tell the person, because it desired to see how the person would be changed by what sprang forth. The foolish one was not the person. It was the one who knew the risks, yet did not convey them. The foolish one was I. Do not fret for me. I am glad that we met. It is an event that is irreplaceable to me. If it had not happened, I could not talk to you as I am now. This place would not even exist. People have told me that not knowing the future is what makes it exciting. As I am now, I agree.